everyone, it's Ellen March with Sulky of America, and we are back with So What? And in this Facebook Live series, this is where I talk about what we're working on, what I've been sewing, and I want to hear about what you've been sewing and answer any questions you might have about Sulky products, any questions you might have about techniques, things like that. So make sure when you are watching to shoot me a question or a comment. Let me know where you're from, and we'll get the conversation going. So today, I'm very excited to talk about the Diamond Diva. And if you're wondering what that is, it's actually a quilt pattern that was designed by MJ Kinman. MJ has done a webinar for us in the past. We work with her quite a bit because she is just so talented and makes these beautiful gemstone quilts. So she's got an entire birthstone series of quilts that are created just as you would suspect for each birthstone of all of the months in the year. And I've been working on them and creating a birthstone each month and posting those to the blog, to the Sulky blog, so that you can get tips for working with these patterns. I'll show you some of them here. These are the ones I have yet to start, but like for example, March, that's my birthstone. This is the aquamarine quilt block, and you can see it looks super intimidating, right? There's a ton of fabric pieces and you know, a lot of seaming, but MJ makes it really easy and simple to follow so that even a confident beginner can tackle these patterns. And so Sulky has packaged up thread packs for each one of these birthstone patterns, and we've been showcasing those for quite a while now. And our last webinar with MJ Kinman discussed these birthstone blocks and how to quilt them using her wild motion quilting technique, which is really cool. It's a very zen way of quilting, and MJ's entire sort of persona or vibe, if you will, is everything should bring you joy, right? Especially your quilting, your sewing, your hobbies. You know, if it's not bringing you joy, you got to move to a different project, really. Life is too short to spend on projects that just frustrate you, right? So MJ breaks it down into really easy to follow steps, simplifying you know, free motion and things like that, that you might be intimidated to start. And so she gives you these sort of building blocks to sort of accelerate your skills in a very chill, relaxed way. So I love her for that. But getting back to these birthstone kits, MJ kind of springboarded off of those and created these full-size Diamond Divas. So the quilt we'll be discussing in today's webinar, which is happening in about an hour, is all about the full-size diamond quilt blocks. And there's 4 different colorways you can choose from for these, and they're just exquisite. And instead of making these 17-inch blocks and then kind of piecing them all together to create a quilt, the Elizabeth is one giant quilt in and of itself. So, you know, these little pieces you would create for this 17-inch square become much larger pieces to fill an entire quilt. And they're just stunning works of art. And you will feel so accomplished after you piece this diamond together. I've never felt more accomplished as a sewer in my life than I do when I complete one of these birthstone blocks. So I'm excited to see what more MJ has to share with us today. And I really encourage you to register for the webinar. Like I said, it starts at 2 o'clock Eastern time today. There is still time to register. You can register up until the point of it going live. And then at that point, After the webinar is live, it will become an on-demand webinar. So even if you can't join in live today, make sure you register so that you can access it when it becomes on demand. And then you can watch it over and over as many times as you wish in the comfort of your own home. I will mention, though, that we have some great specials and some unique opportunities for people that are watching live. So if you are able to join us, you'll be eligible to win some great door prizes. And I will say that, you know, this quilt kit and pattern and such, it's a little bit on the pricier side. But when you compare it to other quilt kits that are out there where you're getting, you know, these freezer paper templates that are exquisitely designed and all the expert instruction, and you're getting all the fabrics that you need to create this quilt, you know, these quilt kits can be $300, $400, even I've seen $500 quilt kits out there. So this is much more, let's say, wallet friendly than that. And we'll be offering our typical webinar specials. So you'll get a great deal on it joining us live and actually until midnight tonight. So I may be getting ahead of myself a little bit, but I do want to mention these door prizes that you can win. You know, everyone likes to win something, right? And if you tune in live, you're eligible for those door prizes, and you'll learn all about all the specials. And you may have a chance to have MJ answer your question right there live during the webinar. So you get access to her, you know, right then and there. It's a really cool opportunity. So join that webinar. You can also check out her other webinar, like I said, that she did last year on the wild motion quilting techniques, because you are going to want to quilt this after you piece it, of course. And MJ uses sulky 40-weight rayon thread for piecing and quilting. And I've gotten a lot of questions from people, you know, why does she use rayon thread? Rayon thread is just decorative. Why should we use it now for quilting? Well, quilting is decorative too. And MJ is going to share all of the reasons why she chose sulky rayon thread to package with her patterns as opposed to any other thread on the market. So you'll want to tune in to hear, you know, all the great tips and the reasons why we're using that thread. And you may just want to convert to using rayon thread for the rest of your quilting once you hear her story. So join us today, 2 o'clock. Register, register, register. We've got the link in the comments here so that you can register quickly and easily. Let's see. Oh, you're registered for the webinar and so excited. I'm excited too. I will also be in the webinar. I facilitate the webinars for Sulky. And I just learned so much in every single webinar. They're a really great way to learn. It's kind of quick and easy, no stress, like I said, in the comfort of your own home. So I happen to love webinars. All right, so the other thing I want to talk to you about is a brand new product we have at sulky.com, and it's just in time to create things for Valentine's Day. You know, right when we pack up all of our holiday decor and put the lights down, we've got to get some hearts into our lives. So we created the I Heart You palette, and our machine embroidery palettes come with 10 spools of rayon thread, and sometimes we like to mix a little metallic in there because who doesn't like a little bit of sparkle in their machine embroidery? And this one has metallic as well as rayon, lots of shades of red, pink, purple, and there is a Valentine, or it's called Scrolling Hearts embroidery design collection that comes with the thread pack. So it's a great, great value. You're getting all these designs to use with all this beautiful thread, plus you'll have thread left over to create more of your Valentine project needs. So, you know, if you're going to be stitching some cards for Valentine's Day to give out to your coworkers, friends, and family, I created a really cute tea towel using the scrolling hearts design, and I'll show it to you here. This is one of the designs. I enlarged it about 20% just because I was working with a huge tea towel. If you have a little bit smaller towel, you can just use the design as is. This one fit in a 5x7 hoop, but you can also obviously make it a little bit smaller. And if you have software, you can add wording or a name or a monogram, something like that would be really cute. And then I trimmed the bottom of the towel with a little bit of fun Valentine's themed fabric. And you know, I have had this trim in my stash forever, and I just never knew what to do with it. I actually don't even know how I ended up with it. It's a decorative ribbon that has little kind of flowers or tufts on it, and it's just perfect for a towel. And I had just enough. I had about 3 inches left over to trim the lower edge of this tea towel. So the instructions for this are on the blog. We'll put a link for that here in the comments so that you can go get the instructions for how to trim this and how to stabilize the towel for machine embroidery. I used Sulky Tear Easy for this because the towel was pretty stable in and of itself. You could see there's no puckering. There's no issues at all. It cleaned off totally, completely on the wrong side. And, you know, in a towel, you're going to see the wrong side, right? So I used the same rayon thread that I used for the right side on the wrong side. And you could see the Tear Easy just, boom, totally gone. No remnants of it whatsoever. So these make great gifts as well. If you, you know, have a function, or, you know, maybe you play cards with your friends monthly, this would make a great kit. This would make a great gift, or hostess gift, something like that. And, you know, package it with some goodies, package it with a box of chocolates, something like that. Package it with another I Heart You palette, and kind of give the gift of creating to one of your friends as well. So that makes a great little gifty. And there's some other options on the blog for some projects you can create using the palette. But of course, you know, pillow covers are great for Valentine's Day. It's not, you know, let me know in the comments if you decorate for Valentine's Day, if you kind of just let that holiday pass you by. But hearts are good really any time of year. Am I right? You know, it's February is sort of heart healthy month as well. So these heart designs could go on a number of things. So free webinar, count you in. So excited. Oh, hey, Kelly. Kelly is with us. Good to see you. Good. We've got the I Heart You palette on there. And the tea towel tutorial for you. So click on that, get all the how-tos you need to create that. And, you know, again, let me know what you've been working on, any assistance you might need in machine embroidery. I would also love to hear what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to learn about on our So What videos. I would love to address anyone's issues, techniques, anything about the products, just let me know. Again, today we'll be talking about the Elizabeth quilt series. We'll be learning piecing techniques. We'll be learning kind of how to organize our fabrics because, you know, you can see I don't have an Elizabeth pattern right now. They're hot commodities, but I'll show you again. This is a different diamond quilt. This is the April birthstone, and like I said, you can see how much piecing is involved. And we're going to learn how to kind of break it down into manageable chunks where we can, you know, really easily finish this quilt top, and again, feel super accomplished. So it's all about building our confidence as quilters, as piecers, as sewers. And kind of going into the new year with some new skills, with a new project to tackle. You know, you can have your Elizabeth quilt top completed in a matter of days, really, and breaking it up so that it's not so overwhelming. So that's what we're going to do today. Like I said, in about 40 minutes or so. and I kind of look forward to, I definitely look forward to discussing that with you and talking to MJ, because I'm a super fan of hers, and I think you will be too. So I look forward to that, and until next time, have a great day, and keep on sewing.